My video for December the 13th, 2018, video number 2935, is entitled Globalist's Nightmare, EU Disintegrating. Britain was first with Brexit. It looks as if France will be next, and Italy is not far behind. Will the Greeks develop the balls to break away as well? Is the globalist plan for a one-world mind control system, government, crumbling? Will Germany and Japan align with BRICS? Will US cabalistic hegemony finally come to a much-deserved end? Will Israel be forced to recognize the rights of the Palestinians from whom they stole the land and formed their terrorist state? Is nationalism the new trend? Is Trump right to seal US borders? I actually support the idea of a united world, but not one run by bureaucratic criminals that is an international pedophile ring. The united world would recognize the rights of individuals, including the right not to be invaded by outsiders that have a totally different culture and ideology. Such an attempt at imposed hegemony is insane. Nothing imposed from the outside can produce true peace and intelligent cooperation. All positive change must come from within us, individually and collectively. I not only support the unfolding disintegration, I applaud it. May sanity be restored on a planet long dominated by insanity. Where to begin? That's quite a mouthful, that blurb is. And I actually was writing the blurb before the other video, the previous video, was even uploaded. I mean, it was uploaded, but it wasn't live yet. And I'm recording this right after the other one is finished. So I'm getting it done early, and hopefully I won't have glitches like I did a couple of days ago. But anyway, I am thrilled to read a recent report that the EU supporting president of France, or whatever the prime, I think it's called a president. But in any case, he has finally, at least to a degree, capitulated, and he recognizes that the unrest that's sweeping not just Paris, but other parts of France as well, this uprising is a mark of discontent among the people who realize that and don't like seeing that France is becoming too homogenized. And that's true all over Europe, as the invasion from Muslim countries continues into Europe, and the culture, there's a cultural clash, because the cultures cannot mix. And if it is allowed to progress like that, Europe will become an Islamic continent. And I have nothing against Islam, but Islamic people have a different culture than those that have a Christian culture, for example, or those that have a Jewish culture, or those that have a Hindu culture or a Buddhist culture. Cultures are what make us individuals, and I'm all in favor of individuality. I'm glad that there are differences between us. That should not be a problem unless our minds are so warped as to think that only our race, only our nationality, only our religion, only our point of view is right, and we must automatically fight everyone that has a different color of skin, a different nationality, a different religion, a different perspective on reality. Folks, can you not see how insane that idea is? That everything is supposed to be the same? Imagine if there was only one kind of animal on the planet and only one kind of plant. Diversity is a good thing, isn't it? Isn't it wonderful and beautiful to have different colors of flowers and not all flowers look exactly the same? Isn't it wonderful that we have weird animals? And by weird animals, I mean armadillo. I can't think of a more weird animal than an armadillo. What is it? I mean, they're obviously deaf. I've been standing right above them when I go for my nature walks, and they're noisy little critters and going through, grubbing and digging in the leaves and the soil, putting their head in, trying to get bugs or whatever they eat. And they're oblivious to everything around them. And a lot of the leaders are like armadillos. They put their heads in the sand and they're oblivious to the needs of the people that they want to control. And they want to make everybody the same. We're not the same, and I'm glad we're not the same. I have a lot to learn from my Hindu friends and my Buddhist friends and my atheist friends and my Christian friends and my Jewish friends and my Muslim friends. And yes, I have interacted with all of those groups. There has been some interaction over the course of my life. And every one of them has some valid points of view. None of them are totally right, such that they should eliminate other points of view, because we all have our own history, our own unfolding dramas. We all have our own lives to live. I watched yesterday about Annette Funicello, beautiful young lady. Unfortunately, she died not too long ago. And she wasn't so beautiful at the end, but she had a husband that adored her, even with all of the problems that she had. She couldn't even speak. So caught up was she in all of her disease. Well, we're not going to even end disease, folks, as long as money is the issue. Because the pharmaceutical companies and the controllers want to make profit. Money is the motive. War is the avenue to achieve their superiority by pitting people against each other and financing the conflict and accentuating the conflict. What about accentuating the mere fact that we're all cut from the fabric of life, and life is diverse? It's not homogenized. It's not supposed to be homogenized. I'd like to see a world where our insanity could become a thing that we would laugh at. It would something we would tell jokes about. What do you mean people thought that they were the only ones that are right? Isn't that ridiculous? The only thing that's right is to love one another. The only thing that's right is to learn to listen and to learn to laugh together. Love, laugh, listen, LLL. Are we ever going to get it? Are we ever going to be able to bring heaven to earth because we've rejected insanity and embraced a sane approach to life that allows and celebrates differences, not tries to eliminate them? Thank you, folks, for listening. And once again, namaste.